Greetings, it's Vaygrim back again with a Wednesday episode of VAYGRIM'S Chance. I still haven't made progress on that. However, I have made progress on something else. First thing I actually wanted to check in with you guys on, oh gosh, what was it? Oh, right, I remember. Sorry, too many fast pans. Deal with, I've got a missing square of carpet right there. I'll deal with that in a second. Okay, the Reactor. I keep logging in. I'm running the world on a server now, not a single player incident. So that means that I can actually have things running offline, and I don't have to keep the world running. For example, that's pretty good. For example, my digital miner I can have running now, and I don't have to worry about keeping the world loaded on my actual machine. Another thing that is actually good about this is if I'm running, let's say, a power flower or Aura nodes combining. This means I can run it on the server, and I don't have to keep this instance running on the machine that I used to record everything else. Well, the problem I've been having is that I'll log in, and this will be stuck off, what I had here originally. And the Reactor will be stuck off, and everything will be out of power. So here's the theory that we've been working with, right? Normally, I use set from pulse. If you change this, toggle on pulse. But my friend Zopwar and I have been working on a theory that toggle from pulse is bugged. I think it's been bugged ever since, like, when I was doing Season 1 of VAYGRIM'S Chance, because I had this exact same problem. I would log into the world after having it run for a while, and the Reactor would just be off. And the redstone controls had just failed, like it had stopped communicating with the Reactor. I've tried red alloy wire, redstone, red alloy conduit, or redstone conduits from insulated and uninsulated, from Ender everything. It just doesn't want to work. So what I've done is, this is a design that was actually conceived of by my friend Zopwar, and this uses an RS latch. That's what that thing is right there. Let me get down here. This is an RS latch. You can see it's got two ins and an out. Basically, that I believe stands for reset set latch, or something like that. Reset switch, something like that. Basically, this is set for below 10% to be active. Above 85% be active, just like they were before. But this is now set to set from signal. What this means is below 10%, this will click on and it will change the state. So this is either on or off. Right now it's outputting nothing. As soon as this kicks on, it'll flip the latch, and it will put out a signal. It'll be on, whether this is giving it a signal or not. Basically, it's either always on or always off. It does not rely upon these to keep it going. These just reset the state. So I think it's at 16%. So basically, this one over here will click on, and that resets the latch to put a signal. And even when it gets above 10% and this goes off, this is still on until it gets above 85%. Then this one kicks on, resets the state of the latch, and it turns off. While this is receiving a redstone signal, it is actually running the Reactor. And so far, this has worked flawlessly. So I really want to commend Zaw on coming up with this design. I normally don't mess with the advanced redstone circuits, and I need to do that more. But this is a very basic redstone latch, and it really is working great for me. I've got a couple of repeaters here just to make sure I'm getting maximum signal strength for whatever reason. And it is working great. Let's see. 11%. I believe it's the digital miner that's been using this. And we should see this kick on at any moment here. There we go. So that one turned on briefly. It just dips below 10%. This turns on and it changes the state. Now you'll notice this has gone off, but this is still putting out a signal. That's the whole point of an RS latch. I have it in insulated mode. What you can actually do is get a screwdriver, which I don't have with me, and shift right click and change the modes. If you just right click, it'll spin it. So you just shift right click and it changes the mode. This is an insulated mode. I actually don't know what the difference is between default mode and insulated mode, but that was the one recommended by Zaw, and it's working great. So this is solving my problems for now. You'll also notice I lowered my redstone control ports down to floor level. That's because you cannot put red alloy wire on this glass. So I kind of had to. See, it's above 85% now. This turns on. That kicked over, and it changed the state of the latch. No longer sending out a signal. And even after this stops, when the reactor gets below 85%, this will still stay off. So it's a really good system. Now that brings us to problem number 2 that has not been solved yet. I've been noticing a lot of oddities in Mechanism, and I might just need to update the version I have in the pack. But basically, there's a lot of weird little things that I've been noticing. Some of them I've been solving, like some of the machines weren't auto-ejecting the factories. So what I did to solve that was switch over to see, this isn't running, and I don't know what the power is getting consumed by. It's using 162 RF per tick, but it doesn't need that. And basically, here's what the problem, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to do, it has stopped completely. I'm going to do reset, start, 11,760 whatever. Stop, reset. And every once in a while, I'll get a different number. The problem is also, I have reset and rerun this in this same spot 5 times. 5 complete passes, it will get all the way down to 0 and stop running. So I don't know what's going on here. If I do this, nope. So it seems to be behaving this time. However, I have been running it in that one spot for so long, I don't quite know what to do anymore. Now, I keep all of it in this little white pouch thing from Red Power, and I really shouldn't, because I absolutely hate this thing. It is pain to get stuff in and out of it, specifically because it is it's buggy. So what I'm going to do instead is show you guys how this problem has been solved. Let's go to 2. I'm actually going to put this here. Oh, we'll put that up here also. Now, here's the problem that got fixed with this. All of my stuff was quote-unquote disappearing, right? Actually, it wasn't. It was still there. I just couldn't access it. Well, what you can actually do is change over to a tab. If you don't see anything, exit out of the chest, go back into it. It will all be there. It's that simple. I don't know why. It's a simple, basically, it's a simple inventory update bug. The inventory's still there, but it's just not showing. And all you got to do is exit out of the chest, go back into it, and you'll see it. So now, let's go make this the new slums. We're going to do cobble dirt, 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 dirt. And go over here. We can see this. The market. You'll see some new things here. I'll show you what's going on there in just a minute in the black market. Go back to this and I can see it yet again. And there we go. So, oh. Let me get my... Turn on some night vision. So Meridud on the actual forums, I believe it was, is the person that pointed out, it was either on the forums or in the comments, he pointed out the simple fact that what I was seeing with these dimensional chests was an update bug. They still work. They still treat you as if that inventory is there. You just can't see it directly. So, there it is easily solvable, basically, when I log into the world for the first time again. I just load up each one of those pages real quick, and while I'm still logged into the server, it works okay. Works just fine. I'm going to turn that off real quick. First, let's put that back. That's a little weird. We're going to go over to 2, change, go back to 1. And let's have a quick sleep. Okay. So, the digital miner has been very, very strange, been behaving very oddly. I don't know if RetroGen is actually running while I'm playing. It's not supposed to. RetroGen is supposed to run during downtimes, and I'm actually considering turning it off because I think it's causing more problems than it's resolving. But I'm not sure about that. As you'll notice, I've actually got everything that I think I can mine, and some stuff that I can't mine, like steel ingots, all up here. I've got tin. I've got cinnabar, all the different shards for Thaumcraft. I've got ember. There's Certus quartz. I don't have one for charged because I don't find that much charged. We're doing really good on Yellorium. You'll also notice that I've got a lot of other stuff over here now. I've been making some stacks of umberstone because I think it might be cool to do a project with that. It looks actually pretty neat. I like the texture on it. Yeah, so it's been working out very, very nicely. I have been slowly freeing up more and more stuff in here, making more space. That's been running like a champ, and this is a new development. I don't know what's going on here. This is a reservoir full of water, and it behaves as if it's got water in it, but it's displaying grass, and I don't know why. Another strange oddity, it's doing it down here, too. And, I don't know if you guys remember, right here, I had a Buildcraft tank full of liquid XP, and it had a little spigot sticking up the side. That was displaying as liquid wood. I kid you not, it looked like liquid oak planks in the actual tank, but it was behaving like liquid XP. I could get it out and use it. Now, I've since cleared that out because it was kind of old. I have this now, the Mind Stone. I can use it to store experience. Just right-click and get some. Or I can hit X on my default configuration, turn it on, and it drains all of my experience. So I've got a nice place to store all of that experience now, and I actually cleared that out to kind of eliminate some of the visual clutter. I think what I'm actually going to do now is that. Also, a couple episodes back in the comments, somebody asked what this was. This is an ender bucket. This behaves like 16 buckets of whatever. If you hold it, you notice I've got a nice little meter. I don't, for some reason. Weird. Anyway, you can see a nice little meter right there across the front. It shows filling up. Amount 5,000 millibuckets, or 5 buckets. This has literally one bucket that's got 5 buckets of lava in it. I can right-click anywhere and put the lava out, pick it back up. I can shift right-click on tanks or machines and actually fill them with the lava. It's really nice. I like them. The Ender bucket, part of Ender Utilities. It's very, very cool. Anyway. So, I've just been doing some, tidying, cleaning up, maintenance, getting all those things hooked up via storage bus down here. So I use less and less drive space for stuff like that. Now, another thing I've been doing is this. This is now a nice big 3x3x3 cube of molecular assemblers and ME interfaces. This has actually boosted my speed for crafting quite a bit. What I've also done is kind of staggered the recipes across several of the actual interfaces to make sure that they're distributed around and we're using a lot of those different interfaces. So yeah, this system back here for making processors, still working like a champ. The reactor's running. Hey, This status light, by the way, I'd like to also point out the status light was created by Zophor as well. So he's serviced me very, very well coming up with some of these redstone contraptions of his. So, on to the business at hand. Now that we've lost half the episode on updates, I wanted to show you what's going on over here. The black market. Dun, dun, dun. I have the bank in the middle. These are big stacks of coins. I don't know if you can see them. I'm using half slabs that have been painted in the Ender IO painting machine. They've been stacked up. See, stone slab in actuality, but don't tell the residents that. And then I have a couple of golems here, iron golems that have been renamed Bank Guard. I thought this was really cool. It's got the little window right here as if you were going to ask them to give you something or make change. I thought this might be a really neat addition to the room. I've got 3 little spaces over here with little stacks of money behind them. Actually, these are 3 large stalls. These are 2 small ones and then 3 large ones over here. This is going to be a shipping company. I just don't know who's going to run this yet. I actually really... Oh, good grief. Actually, for the time being, I'm going to put those back. I changed the floor. I actually like the great wood planks better. I think it changes the pattern up a little bit. So we've got a little bit of a contrast between the floor and the ceiling. A difference in pattern. We've also got this nice pattern on the wall. The only thing I'd really like to do is find a way to hide this a little better. But I'm not sure I can do anything about that. There is actually a dark pressure plate that's been made invisible down there. It's been painted with clear glass. Works really well. Controls the garage door. But we also have this. For people that know about the actual market, they can just warp down here directly using that. And I really like that. I'm going to put merchants back here using statues. And I've got an idea for a couple of them that I actually want to see if I can... Let's see. Do we actually have... I'm going to get... Oh gosh. Gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I had an idea of something I wanted to do, but I'm not sure how I want to execute it. Aha. Let's see. I want to find some gunpowder. I want to find some TNT. I got this from the temple way back at the beginning of the game. I'm finally going to put this to use. Finally. Let's see. I also want... Oh, goodness. Do I have any plates? Is that a thing? Yes it is, but you can only put certain things in that if I remember right. Okay. Storage, whoops. No. Let's go over here real quick. Somewhere I have some extra... I thought I had some extra storage drawers. Let's go up here. And scroll down. I want... something dark. Is that a thing? Do I have any dark oak? I don't have any dark oak. Okay, wow. Then what I might have to actually do is that. I just need one batch of that. Let's go back over to the black market real quick. What I'm actually going to do is, I'm gonna put one of those right there. We need to make a shop owner. Now, I have a notion for one of our first shop owners. I know who I want to do. I'm going to put him right here. Corianche, the Creeper King. I always forget which one's arm. Nope, leg. Screwed it up. He's going to be shouting his wares. Sculpt it. There we go. We're going to put TNT in one hand. And some gunpowder in the other. Let's see if we can... It looks a little weird. That's about as good as it gets. Yeah, okay. This makes me very, very happy. Basically... I can't remember if that's how you spell collateral or not. I'm going with it. A little decorative thing down here. Corianche's got a shop. All right. He's one of my friends. I like him. He's cool. So I figured we could have some fun with it. I'm going to add some more people. Now, here's the thing, okay? I actually wanted to go and find some people on my forums that I could actually start adding as shops or as shoppers, one of the two, in the black market. Because I want to have this place crowded with people. A couple of people running a shop, put some goods behind it, a couple of people looking. But I went looking through a whole bunch of people that post on my forums, and I found out that almost none of them have defined their Minecraft game in-game name in their profile. So if you're registered on my forums, go into your profile settings. There's a field that says Minecraft IGN. That's your Minecraft name. The reason why I want that is because that is what I need to make a statue of you, all of my viewers. So, if you are registered on my forums, go update your profile, please. If you're not, think about registering so you can have your own little statues and stuff like this. I think what I might do next episode, if I can't get some folks to register and post and update their names in the forums, is to actually... grab some Patreon names, but I might save them. I think Patreon people are going to get some of the shops upstairs. We'll see. The reason why I'm asking you, just go to forum.vaygrim.com. There's a link in the description below. Just go to the forums. Registering is free. We do not send out spam email. You won't get spam email unless you won't get email from us unless it is about an article you posted to. That's it. So we don't sell email addresses or whatever. But I really do want you guys to actually update your profiles in the forums and update it with your Minecraft in-game names. Please don't just start flooding the comments on the videos with what your name is in-game, because I will ignore those names. I have warned you now. If you actually start spamming comments on the videos, then with your name every single episode, hey, put me in, you're not going to get a statue anywhere. From this point forward, I need to track it a little better, and the forums makes it easier. So, I'm really hoping that you guys are actually liking this. I actually thought the idea, these are black dark iron bars from Ender.io. They're blast resistant. Very blast resistant. Oh, also, I forgot about this. You guys updated me and let me know several different times. If you put a carpenter's block down, put whatever on it, and then shift right click it with glowstone dust, it glows. So that's what you know this is nether brick. That is a carpenter's block with a nether brick block on it and glowstone dust. It's putting out light. I put one there, I put one there, and I put one here. All the way around, nice light levels. I also did the same thing with some of the floors. Some blocks on the floor actually emit light now. So, I think this is actually coming along really, really well. Next episode, we're going to spend some time on the slums. However, because I really want to get those finished. However, one thing I want to do is get these different crafting clays from DecoCraft and come down here and start hanging and putting some decorations at different places. I think that could be really, really cool. So, thank you very much for swinging by. I'm really hoping that you guys are really liking the idea and the decor behind what's going on in the actual black market, especially the bank and my new bank guards. I'm really hoping you guys are thrilled about this and what's to come. Remember, go register on the forums, update your profile with your Minecraft name, and you might just get a statue. Bye-bye.